वंदेहम श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगुणरघुनाथान्तं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगुणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकयः चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नाम श्रेष्ठं मनमपि शुचिपुत्रमत्र स्वरूपं रूपं तस्याग्रतमुरुपरिं माथुरीं गोष्ठवाटिं राधाकुण्डं गिरिवरमहो राधिका माधवाशां प्राप्तो यस्य प्रथितकृपया श्रीगुरुं तं नतोऽस्मि। नमस्ते गुरुदेवाय सर्वसिद्धिप्रदायिने सर्वमंगलरूपाय सर्वानन्दविधायिने यं प्रावृत Rama Hare Krishna. Sorry, I just dropped. As per my brothers, let us Smriti Guru Tatma, Nukula corrected the Shisham of Bhaktivedanta Maharaj. Then Swami Shisham Bhaktivedanta Dandi Maharaj, Nam Mr. Sampash Aniruddha Prabhuji. All the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavas are gathered here. Please accept my humble obeisances. So we are discussing Jaiva Dharma. Today I had a hectic trip to Bangalore because my computer, due to my own mistakes, stopped working. Some software are not compatible, so I rushed to my friend's shop and maneuver seeing and we repaired it. I really thank you. So now there's a discussion going on, and you'll see here that Brajanath, Brajanath is actually telling about different Panditas he met. And he's telling that a Digbijay sannyasi once told me that in reality there is no substance known as Jiva. Now Jiva, as we know, that is a very minute particle. Balagrashata bhagasya shatadaha kalpitasya cha bhago jivasya vijnaya sachanandaya kalpate. You take a tip of the hair, you divide it into 100 parts. You discard the 99 parts, and then that one part which is remaining, you again divide into 100 parts. So 100 part of that part is actually the jiva, so small. So one only thinks of himself as a jiva because of illusion. And when the illusion is removed, there is only one individual Brahma. Is this correct or not? So here, actually we are not jiva because of illusion. We are already jiva. And due to illusion, we consider ourselves to be the proprietor of whatever we see. And due to illusion, we consider that our body is the real self. That is illusion. So Babaji is telling that this is also Mayavad doctrine, which has no foundation at all. So what is this Mayavad? Mayavadam asashastram prachannam buddham uchyate maya vihitam devi kalau brahmana murtina. This Mayavad is actually asashastra. It's actually wrong doctrine. And this was propagated by Adi Shankaracharya. He told that Brahman Satya Jagan Mithya. So now, according to Shastra, Ekam Eva Dvitiyam. There is nothing apart from Brahman. If there is nothing except Brahma, where has the illusion come from? Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Ekam Eva Dvitiyam. Everything is Brahma, then where the illusion has come from? If everything is Krishna, then where the Maya has come from? That's a big question, right? So if everything is Brahma, there is no scope for Maya. And who is supposed to be an illusion? So if there is only Brahma, there is no Jiva. So they are telling Jiva will be an illusion, but if there is only Brahma, Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma, so there is no Maya and there is no Jiva. If everything is Brahma, where is Maya and where is Jiva? So if you say that Brahma is covered by illusion, you are no longer describing Brahma, but something with defects. Brahma cannot be covered. Because something which is so perfect like Brahma, how can it be covered by illusion? Brahma means it cannot be covered by illusion. So something that can be covered by Maya, something that can be covered by illusion, cannot be Brahma. So this is actually leading to absurd conclusion. Absurd conclusion is, for example, someone may ask a question. Tell me a person who's a mother of Ram and also at the same time father of Ram. So either a person can be a mother of Ram or he can be a father. He cannot be mother and father. Unless that is Krishna. Krishna can be anything and everything. But one person can be either a mother or father. If father, then male gender, mother means female gender. But here he is telling that Brahma is perfect, but it is being covered by illusion. So how that is possible? Can you fill your mouth with water and laugh at the same time? Not possible. So either you tell that Brahma has defects, or you say Brahma has no defects. If Brahma has no defects, Maya cannot cover it. And Brahma has defects, then it is not at all Brahma, because Brahma is supposed to be perfect. And Jiva, you are saying Jiva, Shankaracharya told that Brahman Satya Jagan Mithya, Jivo Brahmaiva Napara. So Jiva is Brahma, then how can Brahma be an illusion? So if you say that Brahma is covered by illusion, you are no longer describing Brahma, but something with defects. And if you propose that illusion is a separate and independent element, you neglect the non-dual nature, Advai Gyan of Brahma. Suppose you are telling that illusion is separate, Maya is separate. Then what is happening here? You are telling Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma, Ekam Eva Dvitiyam, there is nothing but Brahma. Then you are telling Advaitavad, Monism, everything is Brahma. But then you are where the Maya is coming from. Maya is a separate substance. Maya cannot exist. You understand? How can Maya exist if everything is Brahma? So now Brajanath is telling, once an influential Brahmana Pandit arrived in Navadvip, and a conference of scholars, he established that only the Jiva exists. His theory was that a Jiva creates everything in his dreams, and it because of this that he enjoys happiness and suffers distress. So now he's telling again that this material world is just a dream, and then only Jiva exists. And entire, say whatever, say for example, cities in South Africa like Johannesburg, Durban, Pretoria, or if I go to say Los Angeles, New York, this is all illusion. This is all my dream. Only Jiva exists and it's only a fabrication of mind. That is not true. Suppose Jiva will die, the New York will exist, California will exist, Durban will exist. Understand? So it means that this material world is not an illusion. This material world is not a dream, but material world is temporary. No one is permanent here, but it is not a dream. His theory was that the Jiva creates everything in his dreams. It is because of that he enjoys happiness and suffers distress. Then when the dream breaks, he sees that he is nothing but Brahman. Understand? In the dream, we are experiencing happiness and distress, but that is not true. Say somebody is a cancer patient, and I have seen cancer patients, They had tumor, their hair is gone, they become very lean and thin. One of my close relatives had blood cancer, and I saw that how she was suffering. And I have seen so many devotees' wives suffering from cancer, and then they're gone. Very soon they're gone. So this is not actually a dream. It's the suffering one undergoes in cancer or say fever or corona or heart attack, fracture, toothache. These are all real. I have myself experienced toothache many times, and it is not illusion. It is not a dream. I'm not hallucinating that I'm having a toothache. In fact, toothache is so real, very real. When you have a toothache, you can't remember Krishna, can't remember Gurudev. You cannot really remember anything but a doctor. You're just looking for a medicine, a painkiller. Understand? It's very difficult. For example, the cat is there's a cat and there's actually a parrot. A parrot is taught that you chant Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Govind Govind. Like Radharani had a parrot, Shukdev Goswami. So sometimes parrot can be trained like that. You chant Govind Govind, Krishna Krishna Krishna. But parrot all day will be repeating Krishna Krishna, Govinda Govinda, Hari Hari, Narayan Narayan. But if that parrot is caught by cat, then what the parrot does? Parrot will only do kya, 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 kya. He will not be able to remember the name of Bhagavan. So sometimes even I thought I'm like a parrot. When I have no toothache, no headache, no stomachache, my stomach is full, prasadam, then I can chant happily. But suppose on Ekadashi day or some Gaur Purnima day or Ram Navami day when there is no prasadam and I am fasting, then all I can remember is prasad. Not remember Krishna at all. Now, and just two Ekadashis are coming now. So it means that this is not illusion. This material world, any suffering or fracture or toothache, this is not illusion. It's a pain. It is distress, lamentation may come. But it is temporary. It has no permanent existence. And why the pain is coming? Because we are identifying with the body. If we stop identifying with the body, then how much pain may be there? You will not feel that pain because you think that I am separate, body is separate. I am not the body. When this conception comes, then pain will be gone. But as long as we identify with the body, then we will have pain. So his theory was that Jiva creates everything in his dream. That is not true. Jiva doesn't create anything in the dream. Everything exists, but it is fleeting. It is momentary. For example, suppose I am very hungry. Like for example, I went to Bangalore today. On the way, I was a little hungry, so I purchased some corn and I ate it. So hunger I felt was also real, and when I ate some corns, then the satisfaction I felt also was real. But hunger was also temporary, and satisfaction also temporary because maybe that another 8 hours later I'll feel hungry again. Understand? So in this material world, the suffering you feel and the happiness you feel, both are actually temporary, but they are not dream. Then when the dream breaks, he sees that he is nothing but Brahma. To what extent is this idea correct? Then Baba is telling that this is again Mayavad. If, as they say, Brahma is undifferentiated, how can it possibly produce a Jiva and his dreaming state? So Brahma is not different from Jiva. So how can there be Jiva? And how can there be a dreaming state of the Jiva? Mayavadis use examples such as the illusion of seeing mother of pearl in an oyster shell as gold, and the illusion of taking a rope to be a snake. But their philosophy cannot provide a consistent basis for non-dual oneness, Advait Gyan. All these arguments are traps of illusion. So Mayavadis, what they say, the illusion of seeing the mother of pearl in an oyster shell as gold. Sometimes oyster shell may glitter like gold, but it is not real gold. So pearls, you know that they come from oyster shell, mollusk or oyster shell. And sometimes that these oyster shells, they glitter like gold, but they are not gold. And sometimes we see a rope, and then that rope may appear like a snake. There is also on YouTube many times you see some videos, especially with the monkeys. What that person will do, he will take one rubber snake, and he will tie it to a fruit, and then he will keep it near the monkey. So monkey will try to grab the fruit, and because that fruit is tied to the snake with a small invisible rope, when he grabs the fruit and tries to move with the fruit, the snake also comes behind. Then the monkey will drop the fruit and run away. So that actually rubber snake is just an illusion. It is not a real snake. But why the monkey is afraid of the rubber snake? Because there is a real snake also in this world, and the monkey must have seen a real snake. And the monkey may also have a sixth sense to realize that snakes are dangerous creatures. If they sting you, bite you, then you are dead. Huh? So monkeys have that intelligence given by Krishna. Hmm. So, but their philosophy cannot provide a consistent basis for non-dual oneness. Advait Gyan. All these arguments are traps of illusion. So Mayavadis, they are actually very good at deluding people, and they are completely confounding and completely confound the people, and finally the people fall in their trap. And as a result, they become completely atheist. Like on the way, I was in Bangalore at dawn, and on the way to Hosur, I saw one of the Brahmash. Now, first, very staunch, and he was a very staunch Mayavadi. There were some Mayavadis like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He was also very staunch Mayavadi, follower of Shankar Mata. Also Vivekananda. They were actually very staunch Mayavadis, impersonalists. So there are a lot of them, and they're very popular also. In India, there are a lot of Vivekananda is given high regard by people. I mean, the state also has seen. But Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada told us that we should not follow this Ramakrishna mission or philosophy of Sri Adi Shankaracharya or philosophy of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa or philosophy of but at the, we have a path to follow. We follow Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said to us, and that is our book and our scripture, Shiksha. So, so Maya has nothing whatsoever to do with creating the Swarup or constitutional power of Jivas. Actually, the power of the Jiva is created by Swarup Shakti. It is actually, Jiva is by nature Sachidananda. So Maya has nothing to do with it. Maya is external potency. There is Jada Maya, which is earth, water, fire, ether, mind, intelligence, false ego. What is the Jada Maya? Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. Bhumi, Rapo, Nalavayu, Mano, Buddhi, Ahankari, Bhinna, Pratyaksha. So our body is made of these five elements or elements of Maya, but the soul itself is different. For example, Gurudev is an example of once Gurudev was preaching in England, I think, and he went to Gurudwara. And what happened that there is actually a movement in India going on called Khalistan movement. Like there are some groups of Sikhs, they are separatist group. They are actually trying to separate India from they are trying to separate Punjab from India, and they want a separate country called Khalistan. And recently, one person by the name Amrutpal Singh was also on run, and the government is trying to catch him. So what happened actually? The Hindus needed protection. So therefore, Guru Govind Singh, Guru Nanak, they founded a religion called Sikh. Sikh means the word comes from Shishya, Sanskrit word Shishya, disciple. And they were given military training and to protect the Hinduism and Sanatan Dharma. So much so that there was one guru of that sampradaya called Arjun Singh. And Arjun Singh and his children were told by a Muslim ruler that you chant Allah or Khuda, Allahu Akbar, if you chant, we'll release you. But if you don't chant Allahu Akbar or read any kalma from Quran, or you don't utter the name of Khuda, then we'll build a wall around you. And they started building a wall around them. A proper wall, brick wall, right up to their head. And they were about to put bricks and just seal them inside that wall, and they would die a very slow and excruciatingly painful death. And they asked, "Are you willing to say the name of Allah? Will even now we can rescue you?" But he said, "No, I will only chant Ram or Krishna or Govinda Hari like this. I will not say Allah." And then they built a complete wall. Even today, that wall is there, I think, in Delhi. And there actually is children also. But did really Guru Arjan Singh died? Did actually his children die? But Gurudev said, "न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन नायम भूत्वा भविता वा न भूया अजो नित्य शाश्वतोयम पुराणो न हन्यते हन्य माने शरीरे." When the body has died, the soul doesn't die. So that's why the Muslim rulers, they were committing so much atrocities on women who are caught, Rajput women. So these women didn't want that these rulers will even touch their dead bodies, because something like very bad things were going on. Even after death, there was they used to actually dishonor the bodies of the women. So these Rajput women were so conscious that when they see that their husbands are being defeated by the Muslim rulers, they would create a well. In a well, they'll set fire on the well, and then a big pit with fire, and they will all jump in that and fire, and they will immolate their body, because at least that will protect their dignity. Because what the Muslim rulers will do with the bodies of these women, only God knows. Understand? So basically, but these women died, but their soul didn't die, because the soul has no birth and no death. वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृणाति नरोपराणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णानि अन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि. When the body is killed, the soul doesn't die. Just like the cloth is changed, we are changing the body. So at the same time, I also clearly understood that the jiva is by nature subject to the influence of Maya. So actually, jiva is minute and the Maya is very vast. Guna Maya, Jada Maya, very vast. So therefore, jiva can be controlled by Maya, but not for long. If you take shelter of Krishna, then Krishna can rescue you from Maya. Daivi esha gunamai mama maya durattaya mame vaya prapadyante maya. Now I want to know, did the Chit Shakti create the jivas and give them tatastha swabhav, marginal nature? So now he's asking that, is Chit Shakti, did Chit Shakti create the jivas? So he's telling that who created the jivas? Chit Shakti means spiritual potency. Obviously, Maya Shakti, Chit Shakti means there are three Shaktis. Chit Shakti, and there is Jada Shakti, and then also Tatastha Shakti, the marginal potential. So then Babaji is telling that the Chit Shakti is the complete potential of Krishna, and its manifestations are all eternally perfect entities, Nitya Siddha. So actually, Babaji is asking, now the question is very important. Now Brajanath is asking that the Jiva, did he come from Chit Shakti? Means the spiritual potency of Krishna and Vaikuntha. Then Babaji is telling that the Chit Shakti is the complete potency of Krishna, and its manifestations are all eternally perfect entities, Nitya Siddha. So Chit Shakti has created some jivas, but those jivas are like Hanuman, Garuda, Prahlad, who are eternally perfect associates, like Uddhava, Akrur, Satyaki. These are all Nitya Siddha jivas. They are created by Chit Shakti, not jivas like us. The jiva coming from Tatastha is not Nitya Siddha. Although he performs sadhana, he can become sadhan siddha and enjoy transcendental happiness like Nitya Siddhas, eternally perfect beings. So here, where we come from, then here, they're actually told that we came from Chit Shakti. Actually, this type of questions and this type of answers, which Bhaktivinoda Thakur has described, actually this book will never be published in ISKCON officially, because ISKCON apparently some members of ISKCON, not all, took a position that Jiva came from Vaikuntha. We fell down from Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha is manifestation
Hey Krishna, well done that promise. You unmute on the other screen.
Hare Krishna. Am I audible now?
Yes, now we can hear.
Okay. So, Gauravan Maharaj and Srila Gurudev and Bhaktivinoda Thakur also, you can see that they are agreeing that the Jiva never came from Chit Shakti. The Jivas come from Chit Shakti, but those are different types of Jivas. Those Jivas are immune to Maya, like Hanuman. Hanuman came to this world along with Ramchandra, and you see that Ramchandra many times Hanuman was means Gurudev was telling the other day the Surasa Nama Hinna Ki Mata Patin Ahi Kahit Hi Bata. But Hanuman was crossing the ocean, and as he was crossing the ocean, one particular mother of snakes called Surasa came, and she opened her mouth, and she opened her mouth 1 yojana, 8 miles wide, and Hanuman became 2 miles wide. Hanuman became 16 miles wide, means 2 yojanas. Then she opened her mouth 4 yojanas, and then Hanuman became 8 yojanas. Then there was a competition. More she will open her mouth, Hanuman will become bigger. Finally, Hanuman realized that I cannot conquer her in this competition of increasing size, because she can become unlimitedly big, and then I will also have to become unlimitedly big, and I will simply waste my time, which I can use in a fruitful manner for searching for Sita. Because my mission is to find Mother Sita and not to compete with this mother of snakes. She is simply testing my intelligence. So what I will do, Mashaka Samana Rupa Shashit, Mashaka Samana Rupa Kapidari. He took the shape of a small mosquito. Not that he became mosquito, but he became a monkey only, but as small as a mosquito. I don't know whether he has seen a monkey which is as small as a mosquito. But Hanuman became so small. And he entered the mouth of that mother of snakes, and then he came out and he said, your desire was to devour me. You have devoured me, mother. Let me go. I am on a very important mission. I am trying to protect the life of Ram, because life of Ram is at stake. Because I don't know whether he can survive in separation of Sita. So Surasa said that I was sent by demigods to see if you only have bodily strength or you also have the strength of intelligence. It seems that you equally possess bodily strength and strength of mind. So therefore, I appreciate your intelligence. My blessings to you. So you can see that Hanuman is not an ordinary jiva. He can expand up to the sky. He can jump over the ocean. He is not attracted. Another thing that when he went to he was searching for Sita in all the palaces of Ravana. He saw many queens. Ravana had acquired women from all the planets, from Nagaloka, Kinnarloka, Gandharva-loka, Urvashi, Apsaras. You talk, every beautiful woman in all the planetary systems, you name it and you had it in his as his wives. So he was enjoying all types of beautiful women. And you know that generally speaking, as a brahmachari, you are not supposed to look at a woman when she's asleep, because when the woman is asleep, maybe she may not have perfect clothes on the body. She may not be aware. So then brahmachari's mind will be disturbed. Hanuman is a perfect brahmachari, but he searched in that palaces of Ravana. All the women were sleeping. In many of them were intoxicated state, uh, and still no lust came in his heart. He was, because his mission only wants to search for Sita, and he was so dedicated to that mission that Maya cannot attack him. Our condition is not like that. Our condition is that we'll see something like that, we'll be immediately deviate from the path of Krishna consciousness. Same like Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur, one night time, one prostitute came and Laksha Hira, and she offered to him. She was the most beautiful woman. She was sent by Ramchandra Khan, but did he sway from his path? Rather, he converted toward Krishna consciousness. But our situation is not like that. Understand? Very few people, very few among us can tolerate the glances of a very beautiful woman. If she is proposes to us, immediately will fall down. Understand? So this is the difference between Baddha Jiva and uh, Baddha Jiva and Siddha Jiva, Nitya Siddha Jiva. So we are not, we are actually uh, uh, Baddha Jivas, but will not be Baddha for long. Someday we will be also come out of this bondage by mercy of Guru and Vaishnavas. Krishna is causelessly merciful. But Baddha Jiva can be influenced by Maya. But pure devotees like Prahlad, Haridas Thakur is Prahlad, and also Hanuman or Madhvacharya, who is also Hanuman, and Bhima, who is also Hanuman or Vayu. So they cannot be swayed. Attractions cannot. Sukdev Goswami will he be attracted to any woman? Never and never. Because he is a Nitya Siddha Jiva. So the Gurudev, Guru Varga, we should regard our Guru also as a Nitya Siddha. Because we see that in this world of Maya, if someone doesn't fall down, really that person must be Nitya Siddha. Otherwise, this world of Maya is so illusory. So, Shankaracharya also, he advised us that, don't become attracted to feminine beauty. They are nothing but transformations of flesh. What manifests as breast and hips, all this is nothing but some type of flesh. That's all it is. So Shankaracharya warned us. Now, this is not degrading the woman's body or to look down upon women. Rather, in Indian culture, we have been advised from the beginning that look upon women as manifestations of Parvati, Durga. You should not look upon them as something abominable, but rather they are the eternal divine mother, or they are the goddesses. We are told like this. So that's why, and that is the correct way of looking. So Nitya Siddha Jivas, they cannot fall in Maya. And the Baddha Jivas, there is every single danger that they will fall in Maya. So Baddha Jivas have come from the Tatastha Shakti, the marginal potency. And Nitya Siddha Jivas have come from Chit Shakti. So this distinction should be clear to us. Yeah. So apparently today, some call is getting dropped. I mean, maybe there is some mobile. Now India, the 5G has come, and some telcos, they are actually switching to 5G. And as a result, maybe the 4G speed has suffered a bit. You know what I mean? Because you have a younger baby, then you don't look after the older baby. So that has happened. Now the younger baby, the 5G has come. So these telephone companies, they're not looking at the elder baby 4G. And they are on the verge of discarding it. But 5G, I saw advertisements everywhere that they are going to actually they are actually going to 5G. Apparently 30 times more speed, or maybe speed like Wi-Fi, that will be actually given. So maybe the meetings will be even smoother than that. But anyway, any type of scientific advancement, we cannot have much hope on it. So anyways, so now the jiva coming from Tatastha is not Nitya Siddha. Although when he performs sadhan, he can become sadhan siddha. So what is an example of sadhan siddha? Bilvamangal Thakur. Bilvamangal Thakur was not born siddha. In fact, he was very much attracted to one woman. Maybe she was a prostitute, because Chintamani. But Chintamani was a devotee also, high class devotee also. And she actually guided him to Krishna. So he was attracted to Krishna. Like one time, Gurudev tells a story that Adi Shankaracharya, once he saw one teenage girl, and she was drawing water from the well. So Shankaracharya, he felt thirst. Actually, it was not real thirst. He was just looking at her beautiful face. And she was pouring water, and he was not drinking water, but he was drinking her beauty. Gurudev says. So anyways, then she was also looking at him very carefully. Then he asked her, "Why you are looking at me?" Then she said that till last month I had a very good servant. He looked like you only. He was a young boy. He was serving, washing my utensils and doing household chores. But somehow he ran away. But he looks like you only, because Adi Shankaracharya took sannyas very early age, you were very charming and very attractive. So because you remind me of my servant who ran away 1 month ago, so I was just looking at you carefully. so, so we are not Nitya Siddhas. We can be Sadhan Siddha like Bilavangal Thakur. He did intense bhajan in Braj and enjoy transcendent happiness like Nitya Siddhas, eternally perfect beings. Now, you can see that Bilavangal Thakur, he was not born a gopi, but he did Krishna's bhajan for 700 years. Now, we don't live even 100 years, you know, but Bilavangal Thakur lived 700 years. So, he did very strong bhajan, and as a result, he became a gopi. But what type of gopi he became? He became actually Krishna Paksha gopi. So then what has he become? He now is enjoying the same transcendental happiness like Nitya Siddha gopis. Understand? Means like what Vranda Devi is enjoying or Veera Devi is enjoying, what Lalita Vishaka are enjoying, the same happiness he also enjoyed. But he was not born like Vishaka or Lalita. They are eternal perfect beings. Understand? Sarup Damodar, Rai Raman, they are eternal perfect beings. But Vilmungal Thakur is not eternal perfect being, but he's a sadhaka bhakta. Bhakti Rasana Sindhu tells like this. So, Srimati Radhika's 4 types of Sakhis are Nitya Siddha. And they are direct expansions, Kaya view of the Chit Shakti. So, as we know that Radharani has 4 types of Sakhis. What are the 4 types of Sakhis? I always get confused. Let's wait till the 3rd part of this book. But I can give some idea that maybe Priya Sakhi, Prana Priya Sakhi, Prana Preshta Sakhi, and then Priya Narama Sakhi, like this. There are different Sakhis, like Prana Preshta Sakhi, like Lalita Vishaka, Priya Narama Sakhis, so like that. So Radharani has many types of Sakhis. If you want to know what are different types of Sakhis of Radharani, what are their moods, what type of dresses they wear, then you have to study Ujjwal Nilamani. So the Gurudev personally dictated Ujjwal Nilamani, and Srila Gurudev translated Ujjwal Nilamani on dictaphone. So when I went to Navadvip Parikrama, I met one Didi, Radha Priya Didi. Radha Priya Didi, she is very, very good devotee. She is married to one Tamil Iyengar, like Shri Vaishnava, Brahmin. And she was in ISKCON. And she was to go to ISKCON. There is one Maharaj called Krishnanam Maharaj, living in Pune. Even now he is there. I want to see him. And she arranged a Bhagavad Saptah of Srila Gurudev. That time Srila Gurudev was speaking, Tirtha Maharaj was speaking. And then what happened that Gurudev told her, why don't you take initiation from me? Because she had arranged Bhagavad Saptah and Venu Geet also. She arranged a Saptah for Venu Geet. Gurudev was speaking the Venu Geet. Like gopis are describing the glories of Krishna's flute song. And it every single verse of Venu Geet is full of Radharani's Mahabhav and Gopi's Mahabhav. So very exalted classes they must be. Then Srila Gurudev was telling Radha Priya Didi, why don't you take initiation from me? Then she told that, I want to take initiation from Krishnanam Maharaj. So Krishnanam Maharaj from ISKCON. Then she approached Krishnanam Maharaj and said that Srila Gurudev is telling me to take initiation from him. What should I do? Then he said, you are very fortunate. If such an exalted devotee is telling you to take initiation, then you should not reject. You should immediately accept his proposal. Because very rarely you'll find a guru of so high caliber. So you should not wait even a moment and you take initiation. So she took initiation. So she told me that Gurudev has personally dictated Ujjwal Nilamani. And she's actually transcribing that and she's doing that seva. And also there is Audacity, the free sound editing program, freeware, open source program. And she is also using that to publish that. Gurudev's audio resources. So they are direct expansions, Kaya view of the Chit Sakhi, Srimati Radhika herself. So all these Sakhis like Priyadam Sakhi, Prana Prashna Sakhi, all these Sakhis, they are actually Radharani's bodily expressions, Kaya view. So all the Jivas, on the other hand, have manifested from Shri Krishna's Jiva Shakti. So where we have come from? We have come from Krishna's Jiva Shakti. The Chit Shakti is Sri Krishna's complete Shakti, whereas the Jiva Shakti is incomplete Shakti. So basically, we are incomplete because we have come from Jiva Shakti, so we are incomplete. While the living entities who come from Krishna Chit Shakti, it is a complete Shakti of Krishna, so the living entities who come out of that Shakti are also complete in nature. But we have some incomplete because we come from incomplete Shakti. All of the complete tattvas are transformations of the complete potency, and the innumerable atomic constants are transformations of the incomplete Shakti. And so all the atomic jivas, conscious jivas, they are innumerable. There is no limit how many jivas are there. They are all transformations of the incomplete Shakti. Now, no wonder because like in the material world, no one feels complete, right? Like for example, I remember my childhood. Then my immediate goal was to get a very good marks in secondary certificate examination, SSC. And I got very good mark grade in that. Then my immediate goal was to get better grade in higher secondary school certificate exam. Then I got that good marks in that exam. Then my immediate goal was to get an admission in good engineering college and qualify as an engineer. Then I qualified from engineering college. Then my goal was to get good admission in college in a postgraduate. Then that was done. Then another goal was to now get a good job. So like this, then I got a good job in India. Then I was another goal that to get a good job in America. So it means I was always feeling incomplete till I reached Krishna consciousness, because I was chasing mirage. I was chasing an illusion. Understand? So there cannot be any completeness because we are all incomplete. We are coming from incomplete Shakti. So we are transformations of incomplete Shakti. So we always feel incomplete in this world. So Sri Krishna being established in each of his Shaktis manifest his Swarupa according to the nature of that Shakti. Understand? Sri Krishna being established in each of his Shaktis manifest his Swarupa according to the nature of that Shakti. When he is situated in Sri Swarup, he manifests his Swarup as Sri Krishna and also as Narayan, the Lord of Paravyoma. And when he is situated in the Jiva Shakti, he manifests his Swarup as Vilas Murti of Braja, Baladev. And when he is established in the Maya Shakti, he manifests the three Vishnu forms, Karnodakshai, Kshirodakshai, and Garbhodakshai Vishnu. Now, this is a very, very loaded statement. There are actually, Srila Gurudev many times said that study Jaiva Dharma. Because he said if you study Jaiva Dharma, then you can speak Harikatha. This is a very, very important book. So what he is telling is that when Krishna is situated in the Chit Swarupa, in the spiritual Swarupa, spiritual nature, then he manifests his nature as Sri Krishna and Narayan. His Swarupa is Narayan. So Sri Krishna is a complete and Narayan is complete. When Krishna becomes situated in Chit Swarupa, he manifests his forms like Sri Krishna in Golok Vrindavan. And Narayan also in Paravyoma. The Lord of Paravyoma means Vaikuntha is Narayan. Like the Tamil actually, Tamil language, very old language. And they actually called Narayan in Tamil language Perumal. Perumal. My mother tongue Perumal is Guava. Guava. Guava is for Peru. So when I hear this name Perumal, I said, wow, this is named after Guava. The Lord is sweet like Guava. Perumal. And then Lakshmi Devi in Tamil is called Periyapiratti. Periyapiratti. So very, very, we like these names actually. We like these names. And if you go to and if you go to Andhra Pradesh, then they use different names for Padmavati, consort of Venkateswara Swami. Venkateswara Swami has one consort, actually Lakshmi has a consort is Padmavati. And Padmavati they call it Almel Manga. Almel Manga. So like local dialect, they call goddess by different names. Understand? So in Narayan, he resides in Vaikuntha. His consorts there are Bhu Devi, Shri Devi, Bhu Shakti, Shri Shakti, Leela Shakti or Leela Shakti. He's served there by associates like Nanda Suvanda, Jai Vijay, Vishwaksen, Garuda. They are associates of Lord in Narayan, in Vaikuntha. And he is actually Krishna's Chitswarupa. But also in Golok Vrindavan, there are gopis and gopas, they are serving Krishna. That is Krishna's Chit Swarup manifestation. And when he is situated in the Jiva Shakti, manifests his Swarup as his Vilas Murti of Vraja, Baladev. So Baladev is actually our source as Jiva Shakti. And when he is established in the Maya Shakti, he manifests the three Vishnu forms: Karnavriksha, Hirudaksha, and Garbhodaksha Vishnu. Now, these three forms are in Maya Shakti because they are in the material world. Karnavriksha Vishnu is not in the spiritual world. He is situated in the Maya Shakti. He is situated in the Karnavriksha Vishnu is situated in the Maya Shakti, is living in the Karana ocean. The Karanarnava Jale Bhajati Yoga. Nidram Ananta Jadaranta Sarvama Pupa. Adhara Shakti Abadanta Param Samurti. Govindam Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajan. And then the other Vishnu resides in the milk ocean. Now, that is a very good conception. I really like this conception of milk ocean because when I was on the Esakatta farm, then our Uttam Prabhu used to milk the cows, and a lot of milk was available. 2 buckets milk would come, and then at least one glass of hot milk with bellam, means like the jaggery in it, very tasty. But when you are outside Esakatta mart, then you get packet milk. Obviously, packets don't give milk; it is the cows only, but it is something which is from not Indian breed but Western cows and also pasteurized milk, not as tasty. But imagine an ocean of milk, or ocean of liquor. Liquor. Today I went and I saw Bangalore. In Bangalore, there are many shops. They say MRP. They're selling liquor at maximum retail price. And people are standing in a queue evening time to forget their miseries. They try to drink some little liquor. And they think that, but actually they don't. That will only they'll forget the miseries only for short time. After their intoxication is over, the misery will boomerang. Will come back to them with double force. Understand? But remember, there is also an ocean of liquor, the ocean of sugarcane juice. Now, this particular season in India, now the hot season is coming. Sugarcane juice, and they put in that little sugarcane juice. They put some rice. It's very tasty, very tasty. But imagine there is a ocean of sugarcane juice. How lucky must be the residents of that place who stay on the shore of sugarcane juice. So like that. And then there is also ocean of buttermilk also there. That is also good. But there is another ocean called Garbho Ocean. Garbhodakasha Vishnu. So when Vishnu will enter a Brahmanda, he will fill half of the ocean by his sweat. Sweat. Now, really imagine, if your sweat is so much that you can fill up half of the Brahmanda. Actually, we also sweat. We all sweat. Right? A lot of people, they have kidney problems. Like both the kidneys are failed. There's one doctor here in India, Dr. Vishwanath Chaudhary. So actually, he was telling that actually God has given us 3 kidneys. Means, like you say, we have a scooter, and on a scooter or a motorcycle, and then you have a stepney behind it, a stepney, right? Now, this stepney is why? Because suppose your tire becomes punctured, one of the tires. Lucky if both the tires don't become punctured, then you are in really deep trouble. But if one tire becomes punctured, then you can put the stepney there and then replace that, and you can carry on your journey. So what God has given, Vishnu Chaudhary was telling that God has given you 3rd kidney as a stepney, that is your skin. So he said that if your both kidneys are failed, then you simply sit in that hot tub with hot water, lukewarm water, maintaining the temperature made 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and slowly the dialysis will automatically takes place because your skin will remove the toxins. The body will remove the toxins from your skin because you are sitting in the warm water. And then there is no need of regular dialysis. He was telling like that. And there is a bathtub, and I spoke to Shripa Dandi Maharaj, and he said, yes, but it costs 20,000 rupees, but he said it's worth it. Because people now I see in Tirupati, so many people with kidney failures, and there is a huge queue out there in dialysis center. And imagine you have to lie on a bed and they pump out all your blood and pump in all the blood. It's much easier that you simply sit in a hot water tub, for maybe 2 hours, and So what point I'm trying to make is that when Vishnu sweats so much, he fills half of the Brahmanda by sweat, and that is Garbhodakasha Vishnu. So these three Vishnus, they are manifestations of Bhagwan in Maya Shakti. They have actually created, they are the primary creators of the world. So in his form, in his Krishna form in Raja, he manifests all the spiritual affairs to the superlative degree. Now, one person today asked me a question that, where Radha Krishna were married. Manor Singh, Dandi Maharaj disciple, my name is Madhusudan Das. He said, "Hey, why are Radha Krishna married?" Then I asked Madhusudan Prabhu, that, where were you married? He said, I was married in Rajasthan. I said, when did you come to Bangalore? He said, I came to Bangalore in 1985. He said, when you came to Bangalore, did you have to marry again? He said, no. He said, if suppose you went to Delhi, did you have to marry again? He said, no. Once you are married in Rajasthan, then that don't have to get married in new place everywhere. So I told that Radha Krishna are eternally connected and married in Golok. When they come to the earth, they don't have to get married. And another thing is that what is marriage? Marriage is a connection, a relationship is formed between an unknown boy and unknown girl. And they need a relationship because they had no relationship before. So to create a sense of relationship, there is actually a fire sacrifice. You bring brahmanas and mother and father are witnesses. And keeping mother and father witness, they take the vows of, spending their life together in holy bondage of matrimony. Because this boy and this girl were never related to each other, they need a marriage. But that is not the case with Radharani. When Krishna was in Golok, he created Radharani from his left side because he was alone. So Krishna and Radha has eternal connection because Radharani has come from Krishna's body only. And she has natural relationship with Krishna. And therefore, when those have relationship, there is no need of marriage. Understand? So Srila Gurudev has also given this type of analogies to show that Krishna Radharani is not an ordinary woman. Like the love and relationship between Radha and Krishna, they are not like Romeo and Juliet or Heer and Ramsa, and not like that. Laila Majnu, these are famous pairs, the lovers, but their relationship is not like that. It is the spiritual affair to the superlative degree. Superlative means great, greater, greatest. I, highest. So, so much more, most, like this. That is superlative degree, right? In English. So in his Baldev Swarupa Shesha Tattva, what does Shesha means? Shesha means that when the whole material world is annihilated, one who remains behind, Ananda Shesh, remainder, that is called Shesha. Shesha, when we are studying arithmetic, for example, I divide 3 by 2. When I divide 3 by 2, then the remainder is 1. Because those who have studied arithmetic, they will know. Suppose I try to divide 10 by 7. So when I divide 10 by 7, the remainder is 3. 3 will remain. So when the whole material world is annihilated, who remains behind, he is called Ananta Shesh. He is the remainder. He manifests eternally liberated associates, Nitya Mukta Parshad Jivas, who render 8 types of service to Krishna's Sheshit Tattva Sarupa, the origin of Shesha Tattva. So basically, there are some jivas who are required to render service to Vaikuntha planet, like Garud and Nanda, Sunanda, Jay, Vijay. They're all coming from Baldev Prabhu. They're all coming from Sankarshan. So Baladev is
Just
Shesha
close
Tattva.
it in this box. This close in this box. Bring it. We're gonna put it inside.
So basically, Balram is Shesha Tattva. So Shesha Tattva. And Krishna is Sheshi Tattva. Sheshi means he is the source of the Shesha. So as Shesha Rupa Sankarshan in Paravyoma, he manifests 8 types of servants to render 8 kinds of services as eternally liberated associates of Sheshi Rup Narayan. Now, it is not explained here that what are the 8 types of servants to render eight kinds of services as eternally liberated associates of Sheshirupa. What are the 8 types of services and what are the 8 types of servants? That will be nice to study. But maybe that topic is left for, for our homework, research by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He has not elaborated that what are the 8 types of servants who render 8 kinds of services and what 8 kinds of services they render in Vaikuntha. That is also not explained. But I will do some research and try to find out this. So, Mahavishnu, maybe what service can be there? Obviously, no thieves can enter there. Obviously, there are gatekeepers in Vaikuntha, but who will go to Vaikuntha? Understand? It is not like some office in Bangalore, that some people will come and some people will try to intrude and cause disturbance. So there are gatekeepers and security guards. In Vaikuntha, no ordinary person can enter Vaikuntha anyway. It's so far off. So, Lakshmi is doing some seva, and also there are some Vishwak Sen and others are doing seva. But there are innumerable, there must be a lot of services in Vaikuntha also. But the servants are manifestations of our Sankarshan, Balram Sankarshan, maybe Mahasankarshan. So Mahavishnu, who is an avatar of Sankarshan, situates himself in the Jiva Shakti. Now Mahavishnu is an avatar of Sankarshan. And he situates us in the Jiva Shakti, and in his Paramatma Swarup, he manifests the Jivas who have the potential to be involved in the material world. So we are basically coming from the glance of Mahavishnu. We have not come directly from Krishna, but we have come from the glance of Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu has come from Sankarshan, that is a different thing. And Sankarshan has come from Krishna, that is a different thing. Ultimately, Mahavishnu has also come from Krishna, but indirectly, not directly. Directly, Mahavishnu has come from Sankarshan. So, Mahavishnu is an avatar of Sankarshan. Avatar. The word avatar means one who descends. One who comes from the top to bottom is called avatar. Avatarati pi avatar. One who descends. Situates himself in the Jiva Shakti. And is Paramatma Swarupa. And he manifests the jivas who have the potential to be involved in the material world. He manifests the jivas who have the potential to be involved in the material world. So jivas which are manifest from the glance of Mahavishnu, they are fallible. Means they can be easily deluded and the Maya can control them. Understand? So these jivas are susceptible to the influence of Maya. And unless they attain the shelter of the Ladini Shakti of the Chit Shakti by Bhagwan's mercy, the possibility of their being defeated by Maya remains. Now, this is actually the jivas, how they can be deluded. Like when I was in the United States, once my friends took me to Las Vegas. Now, Las Vegas is actually a strong fort of Maya. There gambling goes on, one of the most breaking regulatory principle. Then there is also illicit sex and everything is going on there. Basically, it's a very strong citadel of Maya. Understand? So here in India also there are some places like Goa which are very much having casinos and everything and a lot of liquor. Goa has very less excise charges and taxes on liquor. And they make some liquor there from cashew nuts also. So these are all mayas and people become deluded. Basically, casino business is actually a way of cheating only. And then also sometimes now people, gamble on lottos, lottery tickets, even bitcoins, cryptocurrency, and blockchain technology and share market, and But you see that these are all the dangerous ways. You will lose all the money. Suppose you have a stock which is $1,000, and in no time it can become $10 and you lose all the money. Understand? So the jiva sometimes comes under the influence of Maya. Due to greed, he may be cheated of all his money. Due to lust, that person may be cheated of his, reputation and everything. Understand? So this is the jiva who actually gets into Maya. So the countless conditioned jivas who have been conquered by Maya are subordinate to the three modes of material nature. Bearing all this in mind, the Siddhanta is that it is only the Jiva Shakti and not the Chit Shakti that manifests the Jivas. So, the Jiva Shakti and not the Chit Shakti that manifests the Jivas. So, Jivas are imperfect and they are not manifest from Chit Shakti. If they were manifest from Chit Shakti, they would have been perfect. But you see that Jivas are extremely imperfect. So, Bhajanath, you said earlier that the spiritual Chit world is eternal and so is the Jiva. Spiritual world is eternal, right? How Krishna has told in Bhagavad Gita that spiritual world is eternal. Natat bhasete suryo nashashanko na pavaka yadgatvana nivartante tadhama paramam mama. That once you go to that abode, spiritual sky, you never come back here. That abode is Vaikuntha. There is no need of any sunlight, moonshine, electricity there. That is Vaikuntha. That is eternal world. So Jiva is also eternal. If this is true, how can an eternal entity possibly be created, manifested, or produced? If it is created at some point of time, it must have been non-existent before that. So how can we accept that eternal? The time and space that you experience in this material world are completely different from time and space in the spiritual world. Material time is divided into three aspects: past, present, and future. So we either live in the past, we live in the present, or we live in the future. The material time is past, present, and future. For example, I was born on 25th September 1968. That day is past. Today is actually March 28, 2023. That is the present. And future is there, maybe 2030. That is future. Understand? So these are the three time periods: past, present, and future. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. However, in the spiritual world, there is only one undivided, eternally present time. Means there is only present tense in the spiritual world. There is no past and there is no future. Because everyone is eternal. So actually, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada says that the time is conspicuous by its absence in the spiritual world. Conspicuous. Actually, I studied in vernacular medium, Marathi medium. And when I joined Krishna consciousness, it was a lot of words I couldn't understand in minutes. Even now, may not understand so much. But anyways, I'm studying Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj books or Srila Gurudev's books has improved my English a lot. So, however, in the spiritual world, there is only one undivided, eternally present time. Every event of the spiritual world is eternally present. Every event of the spiritual world is eternally present. What does it mean is that every pastime, for what is the event? Mother Yashoda is binding Krishna with a rope. All right. Or Rasa Lila, for example. Rasa Lila is eternal. Means that it's always going on. Krishna is always performing Rasa Lila with gopis in spiritual world. It's an eternal pastime. It is not a temporary pastime. Every event there is actually eternal. Like Krishna is eternally son of Mother Yashoda. Krishna is eternally son of Nanda Maharaj. He is eternal sweetheart of Radhika. He is the eternal friend of Sudam, Shridam. He is eternally wrestling with them, playing with them, joking with them. It's all eternal. Whatever we say or describe in the material world is under the jurisdiction of material time and space. So, for example, I am chanting Harinam and I am remembering, say, pastime of Rasa Leela. Then that is also okay. That is also okay. Or I am remembering a pastime of, say, Mother Yashoda binding Krishna. And that pastime also eternal. If it is not happening in the spiritual world, it may be happening in some other Brahmanda where there are innumerable Brahmanda, some Brahmanda. As Swami Maharaj said, this transcendental roadshow of Krishna must be going on. And in that roadshow, Krishna may be again performing that pastime of being bound by Mother Yashoda's rope or killing Putana and all that. So these all pastimes, they are eternal. Either they are eternal in the spiritual world or in the material world. Whatever we say or describe in the material world is under the jurisdiction of material time and space. So when we say the jivas are created, The spiritual world was manifested, but there is no influence of Maya. There is no influence of Maya in creating the form of the jivas. Material time is bound to influence our language and our statements. There is no influence of Maya in creating the form of the jivas. Material time is bound to influence our language and our statements. There is inevitable in this is inevitable in our conditioned state. So we cannot remove the influence of material time from our descriptions of the atomic jiva and spiritual objects. Hmm? So we cannot remove the influence of material time. So time is material. For example, they ask sometimes how the computer functions. That there is a system clock. A system clock. Like for example, I have this my tab, and this tab has the clock is in the left corner, right corner, as you see that 9:12 p.m. There is an internal clock which is going on. No computer device, no mobile phone, no electronic device can function without a timer unit. Time is a very important thing because, as we know that all of them, for example, a modem, there is a communication unit which is a modem, modulation, demodulation unit. There is a waveform, sinusoidal waveform, or any waveform, and it is based on time. Means the x-axis is the time, and y-axis is the voltage or whatever it is. Understand? So time, material time, is very important in any electronic device. This whole world is based on time. So the conception of past, present, and future always enters them in some way or other. Still, those who are dedicated to understanding the pure transcendental viewpoint can understand the application of the eternal present when they comprehend the purport of the descriptions of the spiritual world. Baba, be very careful in this matter. Abandon the inescapable limitations of words and have spiritual realization. So, for example, someone will ask me that, how does mango taste? Actually, this happened. Um, some British man came to India, he tasted mango, and he also tasted jackfruit. So when he went back to his country, they asked him, how does a mango taste? He couldn't explain. They asked him, how does jackfruit taste? He could not tell them. How does tamarind taste? He could not tell. How can he tell? He could have told that mango is little sour and little sweet. Jackfruit is more sweet than this. But they wanted to particularly know about the taste of mango. But this British man, he could not explain to them how that it is simultaneously sweet and sour. So the Britishers persuaded him that please tell us, you must show us how does mango taste. So what he had a very long beard. So what he did, he took his beard and he bought some tamarind and he created a tamarind juice. And he also dissolved some jaggery, molasses in it, sweet molasses. And he dipped his beard in that solution of tamarind juice, and jaggery solution. So his beard became wet with that juice, mixed juice of jaggery and tamarind. Then he said, come and you lick my beard. The people came and started licking his beard. And because the beard has fibers, because it's hairy, so he said the mango also has some fibers in it, like my beard. Also, it is sweet like the jaggery, the taste of jaggery you are getting from my beard. And also it is sour like the tamarind. So now you understand. But it was like far-fetched way to explain how the mango tasted. So how can you explain the spiritual realizations with the material words? Because the eyes may have seen Krishna, eyes may have seen Vaikuntha, but the tongue has not seen Vaikuntha. So how can tongue explain Vaikuntha? That's a question. But anyways, pure devotees like Narottam Das Thakur or Bhaktivinoda Thakur, when they speak, their tongue is empowered by Krishna to speak the descriptions, or Shukdev Goswami or Vyasadeva, their tongue is empowered by Krishna to speak the descriptions of the spiritual world. So they are able to describe in their words, which are charged with Krishna's Shakti, the spiritual potency, they can describe the spiritual pastimes of Krishna. But the tongue, which is not surcharged with the spiritual potency, cannot possibly describe the spiritual pastimes. So, we'll conclude our class here. Next time, we'll begin from last paragraph of this particular page, 340, last paragraph. So, Vishakadi should note this. And happy Ram Navami to all of you. 30th, we are celebrating Ram Navami. Now, Ram Navami fast in India is observed like till 12 o'clock, we don't take even water. Because Ram was born in noon time. And then in the evening time, after 12 o'clock, we do perform the Aarti and Abhishek of Shaligram Shila. And then after that, we take Ekadashi Prasadam. Evening also, if necessary, you can take Ekadashi Prasadam. And then what is happening is 31st, you can break the fast after sunrise. This is applicable for India. And then Kamada Ekadashi is coming on the 1st. And then on 2nd, Venjuli Mahadvadashi is coming. So now both of them are valid. So therefore, what we are doing is that on the 1st, we are, those who want to do Nirjal, they can do Nirjal without even water. And those who cannot do, then they can take fruit on 1st and also fruit on 2nd. And then 3rd, they can break the fast. So basically, it's a very good way and a good opportunity to lose a lot of weight. No need to go and expensive diets. Like in India, people are trying to lose weight. Everyone is trying to lose weight. There people wear badges. Lose weight now, ask me how. And they are telling. Then we ask them, how I will lose weight? Then they say, you have to buy a milkshake. All right, how much does it cost? It will cost you, 200 gram for 2000 rupees. I said, wait a minute. Are you trying to lose my body weight or trying to lose the weight of my money? So basically, Ekadashi and two Ekadashis and Ram Navami, I'm pretty sure you can lose easily 2 or 3 kilo weight. Get rid of all that unnecessary fat for a person like me. So also get rid of all the toxins and get less sleep, because when you are eating less or eating maybe raw diet like fruit, for Shadam, there you sleep less, more time to contemplate on Sri Ramchandra's pastimes, also Krishna's pastimes. So these fasting days is a type of an austerity, but also it is helps you get rid of cancerous cells in your body, malfunctioning cells, dead cells. They're all recycled. Immunotherapy is activated. So and also bhakti comes. If you do Ram Navami or you Ekadashi, then certainly bhakti will come. Those who want to read more description of Ram Navami, then there is a PDF file in English I compiled. The Vaishnav Vratas. English book is ready actually. I didn't get it published in black and white, but in a hard copy, but soft copy is available. I will make it available in our groups. You can read about Ram Navami, how Ram appeared in that one. So then again, Narasimha Dudashi will also come. So like this. Ram Navami is also the appearance of Srila Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, who was the great Acharya of Srila Chaitanya Gaudiya Math. So we should pay tribute to him also, because he's also an Acharya and a bosom friend of Srila Gurudev. He's also our Shiksha Guru. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Sorry, I was a little tired today because I was traveling to Bangalore, taking my computer repair. Actually, there was no hardware problem, it was only a software problem. And anyways, we have the hardware, we have the software. Hardware is our gross body and software is our subtle body. And then there is the power, that is the soul. So Sripad Dandi Maharaj says, no computer can work without power. So like that, no one can exist without the soul. Most important unit of a computer is power supply. And our power supply is our soul. So we are not this body, we are spirit soul. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpataruvaisya kripa sindhuvya paritanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. If anyone has any comments or questions.
I actually like the fact that Krishna empower people's tongue. I mean, that's Vaishnav who are in the parampara system, or anybody tongue can be empowered like that. And how you
Actually,
do it? How you go about doing that?
actually, we have to have connection. Without connection to parampara, for example, your house, you are running a sewing machine or refrigerator or your fan. In my room, there is a fan, but I am getting electricity from the main line, main electricity line. If my fan is not connected to the electricity line, the public pole, electricity distribution pole, then my fan will not revolve. So like that, you have to have connection. So Sripad Dandi Maharaj tells us that a bulb is burning, but the bulb is burning on because it has a connection to the electric wire. But as you know that the electricity is transmitted with high tension line. In India, there are high tension lines, 11,000 volt, 22,000 volt. Even when I was in South Africa, I saw very high tension line, even up to 33,000 volts. Why the electricity is transmitted at such high voltage? Because the impedance, the loss of electricity is inversely proportional to the current. So impedance is measured as I squared R. I is the current and R is the resistance. Resistance of a given strip of cable is the same. So I has to be reduced. So I is inversely proportional to V, voltage. So if voltage is high, current is low, and there is loss of electricity is also reduced. So therefore, when high tension line, we cannot connect a small bulb or a fan. It will be fused. So there is a step down transformer in a primary coil and a secondary coil. Through induction, the voltage is transferred. So I cannot connect a bulb to a supply which is 20,000 volts, but I can connect to the secondary coil of the step down transformer, and then I get 110 volt or 220 volt. Understand? So Krishna is a very high tension line or power manufacturing unit and energy unit. And Guru is like a step down transformer, and we are like a small bulb or fan. Understand? So we have to get connection through Guru. If you directly try to connect to Krishna, then you'll be fused because Krishna is such high voltage. Understand? So Shipa Dandi Maharaj gives very simple examples like this. The Guru is like a step down transformer. So we don't remember Krishna directly. We always go through Gurudev because he's the more merciful than Krishna. साक्षाधरित्वेन समस्त शास्त्रे उक्तस्तथा भाव्यत एव सद्भि किंतु प्रभोर्य प्रिय एव तस्य वंदे गुरु श्री चरणारविंदम. Krishna is Guru is Krishna only, but is also most beloved of Krishna. Why actually Shiva and Krishna have been told non-different? Because someone say, I say for example that Vishaka Didi and Ganga Didi, they are non-different. Right? It doesn't mean that they are only one person. They are two persons, but they are as a loving unit. There's a mother-daughter relationship, so they act as a single unit. Understand? So in that sense, Shiva and Krishna are same as one. What does it mean? That Shiva is so dear to Krishna that they literally appear non-different. Like that. Right? For example, I can say that Srila Bhaktivedanta Tikram Maharaj and Srila Gurudev, they are not different. They are one. Means what does it mean? That they are one in the heart. Means both have the same moods. So they are so love is among them that they appear to be one. So that is oneness in love, not actually physical oneness. Understand? So here, Guru is Krishna because he is so dear to Krishna, and he fulfills the desires of Sri Krishna, and he has been sent for my looking after me. Understand? Krishna has entrusted my responsibility in the hands of Guru. So how much I should respect that Guru who is the recipient of Krishna's trust. Krishna has given my total responsibility to Guru, that this particular Jiva I am giving to you. That Jiva is not Gurudev's part and parcel. That Jiva is part and parcel of Krishna. But Krishna has dedicated one of his part and parcel to Guru to work for the spiritual welfare of that Jiva. So that's why that Guru, our only duty is to serve Guru. Those who try to serve Krishna directly without intervention of Guru will bitterly fail in that attempt because he is No one can serve Krishna without Guru or unless he goes to the agency of the Guru. Understand? He is the transparent via media. Hare Krishna.
Okay, so that is why this normally they would said when you must when you chant you must remember Krishna, but how is it possible? Is a guru you're supposed to remember, is it? From what you
Actually,
explained.
whether you remember Krishna or you don't remember Krishna, if you are chanting, Krishna is dancing on your tongue anyways. Understand? Because sometimes you are in the middle of a traffic and your mind is thinking something else, and you are thinking that maybe which car is coming which way. That time you are not remembering Krishna, but you are chanting Hare Krishna, because Krishna is not different from his sound. Krishna is still there with you. Huh? So that's why it is told that Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto Abhinnatva Nama Namini. There is no difference between Krishna and his holy name. So whether you remember Krishna or you don't remember Krishna, if you are chanting the holy name, Krishna is already there with you. Bhaya Kubhaya Anakhalasau Nama Japata Mangala Disidaso. Whether knowingly, unknowingly, even with laziness, even with anger, even jokingly, if we chant Ram, Ram, Krishna, Krishna, then actually certainly the power is there in the name. And Krishna is present there. So that's why when we get mantra from Guru and we start chanting that mantra, whether we are able to remember Krishna or not, some advancement will happen. Automatically it will happen. Whether if you know what is there in the medicine, or suppose now I have been given one glass of milk, milk prasadam, night time. So they offered it to the deities. Obviously, if I drink, whether I know it is prasad or not, if I drink that, I will get bhakti. Even if some layman will drink that, he will get bhakti. If some cat sneaks in and stealthily drinks the milk from the cup which is offered to Krishna, the cat doesn't know that it is Mahaprasad. But will cat make advancement? Yes. Because it is Mahaprasad, the Mahaprasad will never lose potency. So, so Mahaprasade Govind Nama Brahmani Vaishnava. Salpa Punyavatam Rajan Vishwasa Naiva Jaya. So Mahaprasad is Anna Brahma. Nam is Shabda Brahma. And Vaishnava, what are the Vaishnavas? The Vaishnavas are also Brahma. Understand? So Krishna's Nam is also Brahma. So that's why, and Krishna is Purna Brahma. So likewise, that's why Prasad is not different from Krishna. So Krishna's name is also non-different. So whether your mind is there or not, when you are chanting Krishna, you are connected to Krishna. Understand? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam,
Other
Maharaj.
than
I think I understand, but uh, you have to work on yourself for that stage.
Sure, sure. Everyone is, we are all in the school. We are all in the school, and it is Bhunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate Vasudeva Sarvamiti. So Mahatma Sudurlava. After many, many lifetimes, we realize that Sri Krishna is everything. Vasudeva is everything. Understand? Such a rare person. This is called Mahatma. Mahatmanastu Mam Partha Devyam Prakriti Mahastita. Bhajanti Ananya Manaso Jnatva Bhutadi Matve. That person is a Mahatma. Mahatma is not something like a rubber stamp. What is Mahatma's definition? That knowing that Krishna is the Alpha and Omega, he is the source of this material world and the spiritual world, he is everything, then we surrender and worship him. That is real Mahatma. So those who come to this path are real Mahatmas. Understand? Hare Krishna. That was. So I think our Anangan Prabhu is not there, so I'll give the Jayadvani. Hare जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गांधर्व का आविर्धारी श्री राधा विद्यार्थी जी की जय जय विठला प्रचलित गुरु शिशु भक्तिदान नारायण गोस्वामी महाराज गुरुदेव की जय विठलाष्टम विष्णुपाद श्री श्रीमद भक्तिदांत वामन गोस्वामी महाराज की जय विठलाष्टम विष्णुपाद श्री श्रीमद भक्तिदांत त्रिविक्रम गोस्वामी महाराज की जय विठलाष्टम विष्णुपाद श्री श्रीमद गौरबंद गोस्वामी महाराज की जय पृष्ठम विष्णुपा शिशुम भक्तिदान स्वामी महाराज की जय। आचार्य केशरी श्री श्रीमद भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। सपरिकर जगत गुरु श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपी गो गोवर्धन द्वारनात्मक शिव मंडल की जय। हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। आनंद कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। पिंडी स्वामी शिशन भक्तिदास दंडी महाराज जी की जय। नाम निष्ठ संत श्री अनिरुद्ध प्रभु की जय। मठेर सेवक वृंद की जय। धामवासी भक्त वृंद की जय। समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। निताई गौर सिद्धनाथ प्रेमानंदे।
Hare Krishna Maharaj Dandavat Pranam Shripad Bhaktivedanta Vishnu Daivata Mj ki jai. Vanshakapatrivastya Kripa Sindhu Vichapati Vaishnavi Vaishnavi Vaishnavi. Hare Krishna Maharaj Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much for attending today. Thank you, dear devotees, for attending today. And we'll see you all on Thursday with Shripad Bhaktivedanta Dandi Maharaj for question and answer and also Ram Navami program. And then again, we'll see Vishnu Daivata Maharaj with Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, thank you, dear devotees. Hare Krishna. Dhanyavad.
Hare Jai Vishakha Didi ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Oh,
Thank you all those assembled devotees. Dandavats. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj.
Dandavats.